Okay. Hello, welcome. Hope you're all doing good today. Hello, hello. Today's a very exciting day. I'm like beyond excited because we're starting Shadowbringers. So super stoked for that. Really looking forward to it. There are a couple things I want to do first. Well, first things first, as always, let's go gamble. Because we gotta, more importantly, let's go do some gambling. But there are a couple things I want to do. I want to go back and like watch some old cutscenes. And then read some stuff about the Crystal Tower. But hey, Boogle, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Okay, not looking great. Oh yeah, and I get to show off my apartment too. I spent probably like 2.5 hours last night, like after I finished streaming, working on my apartment, so I'm excited to show that off. Looking forward to it. I don't know what to do. I'm sure I'll just got this. I think it's pretty good. I think I did a good job. And also my room world houses are great. What are you talking about? I make really good room world houses. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Hold on, I think my cat wants in 1 second. Okay, nothing really good so far. Let's try again. Let's just do this. Why not? Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Let's move past this. Let's get away from gambling. What do I want to do first? Let's go check out the apartment first. Let's go do that. Because I think I did a pretty good job. It's not like, you know, incredible, like masterpiece, but I think for my skill level, I did a pretty good job. Here we have it. I like it. I like it a lot. I have my little like cooking area over here. Some like storage stuff. I had to buy this, of course. My little 2B9S. Over here I have a fish tank with my little eating area. Little like reading nook in this corner. My bed's like right here. Little like desk. Little like Zen garden. Some more like storage stuff. I think it looks great. I think it's very cozy. I like it. There's definitely some things I still want to get, but they're too expensive. And some changes I want to make, but overall, like, I think it looked really good. I love my little fish as well. Those are very lovely. Oh, yeah, the pig, get off the table, pig. That's not for you. My bowl of udon. I got some tea. Some, like, rice crackers. My little kitchen. I love it. It's a little plain, like, over on this side. Like, I'm trying to think of maybe ways to spice up, like, this corner. I feel like it's kind of, like, a lot of stuff going on over here, and then it kind of, like, gets a little empty. I'm not really sure what to put, like, in this area. Maybe some, like, wall art will help. Like, get some more stuff, or, I don't know, some more, like, kind of standing decorations for the floor. But yeah, I like it. I think I did it good. It's not very, like, Lalafell friendly, though. I feel like nearly all the furniture was not designed for a Lalafell. Like even my table, I can't even like see over the bowl barely. Even my like little kitchen area. I need to like carry around like a stepping stool. All these like little cabinets I can't even reach. This dresser is like completely useless. I have like maybe 2 drawers I can access. The rest of them I need like a ladder to get to. It's very silly, but no, I think it turned out great. I really enjoy it. I like it a lot. And I'm excited to kind of see like all the other, you know, furniture pieces I'll get through the story. I can kind of use to like decorate the walls and add some more stuff. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I think it's very cozy. There was like a bonsai tree that I really want to. Like a bonsai tree and like a mat that I want. I think it was like the... What is it called? Tatami mat? Yeah. I think if like I like put this like underneath my little table, that would look really nice. But it was like super expensive when I saw it at the market, so I couldn't afford it. Yeah, this is kind of like one thing that I really want. Because I think that would look really nice. Kind of add some more like variance to the floor. Add some more like colors and textures. Same with like, I couldn't find a bonsai tree either. But I'm thinking like a bonsai tree in the center of this table would look really nice. But I didn't see any for sale. Like that would look really nice. Or like get that nice and center. Yeah, looks really good. Yeah, I just wanted to do this over on this side. There was like a shrine that I saw. Oh, this like Oriental altar, which I really like. I'm not really sure I could fit that though. Well, I guess it's like a wall thing, actually. I guess that'd be cool, like maybe up here, like high up. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like a weird area over here. I just don't really know how to fill it in. I like some of these gaps. I do have some stuff that I didn't use. I'm not sure if any of it will really fit over here. Yeah, I really like this sideboard. I just hate how like wide it is. I wish it was like maybe half the size, because I could put it over in this corner and then put the little tree like on top of it. But it's just like, it's way too wide. It doesn't really fit in this corner, which is unfortunate. Because then it just kind of blocks like this, and it's just too bulky. And yeah, it's very unfortunate. I wish it was like half the size. Oh, whoops. Oh my god. Wow, that's a crazy... I'm just gonna delete that. I'm not even gonna read that. I'm not in the mood. Okay, I'll put that back. Okay. I do this like porcelain vase. I'm just not sure where I'd put this back here. Because it is very like bulky. I don't know if that's like too much. It doesn't really look like it fits in though. I wish I had more plants. Like I feel like if I put plants around this and kind of made like a little garden corner, that would look really nice. So I mean I could like, whoops. I could move like this plant like over here. I don't know. Then I have this like this empty corner over here. Don't really have like much else in terms of furniture that would really like look nice. Oh, I love this. Yeah, I have this like Hingen floor cabinet and like wall cabinet combo. I really like the look of them a lot, but the problem is it doesn't fit with the rest of the area. Like it kind of looks more like that simplistic modern style, which it just doesn't unfortunately fit with the rest of the building pieces, which sucks because I really like it, because these all kind of look like the more, you know, classic like older wood, and this just looks like too modern. It's unfortunate because I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't have like much else decorations. I kind of went through everything that I had. Oh my god, he came back. Get out of here. Stop. Maybe I can put this vase in the corner now that I have like the room for it. Okay, because I do like this. It's like a nice bit of color. Yeah, I'll go with that for now. I don't want to spend too long here. I'm going to be here forever just like moving stuff around. Yeah, this is good for now. But yeah, there we have it. There's my little apartment. I think it's great. Okay, let's get on out of here. Gonna go to the lobby real quick and sell some things, and then there's two things that I want to do before we start Shadowbringers. First thing is I want to read the like descriptions for the Crystal Tower raids, just kind of refresher on those. I know the Crystal Tower is like some sort of energy source or like battery or energy conduit, and I know it's like incredibly powerful, which is why Grahatia sealed himself like inside of it, is because like he didn't want anybody else to mess with it, and they wanted to like kind of keep it hidden or keep it sealed until like we actually needed to use it. And then Grahatia had like some sort of like Algan blood or hereditary trait that allowed him to access the Crystal Tower, which is also part of the reason why he sealed himself in, is so nobody can kind of use him to abuse the tower for like nefarious means. Well, let's see here. So, with the help of Sid and Garland, members of the expedition, the Crystal Tower has successfully penetrated the defenses of the 8 Sentinels. The ancient Allegan structure is not so easily entered, however, and the labyrinth of the ancients now awaits the Fellowship of Noah as they seek the ultimate prize. Having secured a path through the labyrinth of the ancients, the Fellowship of Noah finds itself before the entrance to the Crystal Tower proper. With the aid of their new comrades, Uni and Do. Oh yeah, wasn't Uni and who were they again? Weren't they like clones? Like clones of Allegan royalty, or like a prince and princess? I vaguely remember them. The companions succeeded in opening the gate, whose workings had baffled even the brightest minds among them. Upon learning the dark forces have awakened within, the Fellowship decides to suspend its investigative efforts in favor of sealing off the tower. Right. You must fight your way to the apex and defeat the resurrected Emperor Zandi, that Eorzea might be free of his all-consuming ambition. Yeah, that's right. And then we go to the world of darkness afterwards. So it kind of like opens a portal. In the twilight of his reign, the first and last Emperor of Allag, Zandi desired power above all else. He turned to the terrible being known as a Cloud of Darkness, a ruler of the void, and asked of her strength to make the world kneel before his throne with the covenant of blood. When Zandi was slain, his ambitions were laid to rest alongside him, yet the Cloud of Darkness still seeks to enter the material realm, and will soon find passage through the Void Gate set to manifest within the Cycros Tower. With the fiends coming, can the Fellowship of Noah brave the void and rescue the 3 souls able to stem the cloud's flood of shadows, or will the expedition vanish beyond the rift from the world of darkness? And was it 3 souls? Was that Nero, Uni and Doggo? Or did Grahatia get like trapped within the void realm? I'm not sure I remember that specifics, but okay, I kind of have like a better understanding of the tower again. A little bit of a refresher. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to do. And then the next thing, I want to go back and watch the cutscene in, I think it was Heaven's Ward, where we meet Minfilia and we talk to like Hydaelyn through Minfilia. I want to go like see that again, because I feel like that had good lore in terms of the Astians and Hydaelyn and kind of what's been going on between them, and I want to just kind of get a little refresher on all that. I'm pretty sure it was like post-game Ishgard, right? Let's see if I can find the cutscene. Let's see. Dawn Trail, what is all this? Chronicles of New Era. Side quests, Allied Societies, Class and Job. Other. Instance Dungeons. Okay, so we want to go... Was it Dragon Song? Post Dragon Song, Heaven's Ward. Oh, okay, so Dragon Song... What was this part? What was the difference between Heaven's Ward and Dragon Song? Was Heaven's Ward like split between these two? Running over the worm, Litany of Peace. I don't know if I remember where I could find this. It was post game, right? Post Dragon Song. Was it this one? No, this is kind of all like the wall. Was it going to interject recovery? Okay, so this was like Urianger. They're like kind of talking after Urianger's like reveal. Alphino with Beat and Papalima, who are instantly dumbstruck. This is the Ethereal Sea. Was it during this point? That was a false griffin. I don't remember. I think we're going too far back now. It wasn't part of Ishgard, right? No. It was after. Yeah, there's Matoya's Cave, Heaven's Ward. I really want to find this. I can always like maybe try to Google for it. I think this is too far ahead. Okay, this is all like Warrior of Darkness stuff. Was it, I mean, was it after we, like, was it during this point when we kind of saw like Urianger's reveal? Is it cutscene 2, maybe? I don't think it was during this. Yeah, because there's Urianger right there. Yeah, I don't think it was this part. I don't think it was any of these other cutscenes too. I mean, there's so many cutscenes. Like, how do you know like what's what? Okay, so Urianger appears out of nowhere. And then defeat remains defeat to our first crystal light becoming. Vulture's invention by the Mother Crystal has served as warriors of light. So they started as warriors of light. Okay, Karz's mother. Maybe this is an audience with Minfilia in exchange for his bounty of light. Okay, maybe it's this one. Let's let me do cutscene 4 first. I think it'd be good to like, okay, I think this is it. I think it'd be good to learn more about the Warrior of Darkness, because that might be, I guess, what I need to do is become a Warrior of Darkness. I don't know.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Hydaelyn, hearken unto your children's plea. From 2 worlds do we gather, and from 2 worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the first, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute.
Okay, yeah, so that was like the Warrior of Darkness's world, where, I guess from my understanding, the scales tipped too far towards the light side, which kind of caused problems in their world. So maybe that's why they became Warriors of Darkness, to then, like, try to tip it back? I'm always confused, because, like, isn't Hydaelyn like the light? So does she also want balance, or does she just want light? I don't... It's not absolute.
I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself
Okay.
the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Okay, so maybe I shouldn't think of it as, like, Hydaelyn is, like, light itself. Maybe she just kind of, like, she's not like a representation of it, or like the master of it, I guess to say. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it sounds like she's gonna go to their world and then kind of take the light onto herself to help, like, reduce it and bring back balance. I suppose I shouldn't think of it as, like, Hydaelyn is light, so all she wants is, like, light. I guess everybody kind of wants balance, but some people just kind of represent one side of that balance. So it's not like Hydaelyn wants... it is, like, easy to overthink it, yeah. But it's not like Hydaelyn wants complete light. Like, I'm assuming that she still wants balance too, which is why that she's going to go help them, like, reduce that light.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer.
But I guess it's kind of interesting. Does that mean, like, Hydaelyn is, like, the god of multiple worlds? But working against recollections is interesting. Yeah, but I like to study. And I feel like I'm at a point where things are kind of starting to, like, build off each other. No, I don't want to be correct at all. No. I'm not coming from that regard. I just want to, like, understand things. And I just don't want to be lost, because I feel like we're at a point where there's so much information happening, and a lot of it is kind of building off of previous information that I just like, you know, learning and trying to remember stuff. And I love, like, theory crafting and trying to figure out, like, where the story's heading and understand things and predict things. It's not just me trying to be right or, like, trying to find the right answers. I know I'm, like, wrong a lot of the times. It's more so just me trying to get, like, a better understanding of the basics. Okay, so Ascians must serve Zodiark's will, and I'm assuming Zodiark kind of represents darkness, and then as the Ascians serve Zodiark, we serve Hydaelyn.
But for the boon you have granted her, She has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary.
Okay, then so Minfilia is kind of the emissary to, yeah, I've actually thought about that. Yeah, like taking little notes here and there.
Your sacrifice, your supplications. She has heard all.
Might be helpful to kind of like
Let
just
the
remember
first
like key
fall to
points,
light.
just to kind of jog my memory of certain things. Also helps remember what you thought at the time for
Thank
comparison.
you, Briange, for bringing everyone here.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way too.
It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
Kind of get like a little history of, you know, thought processes.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Heidelin had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword.
I just feel like this is also like a really important cutscene, so I've been kind of wanting to go back and rewatch it.
And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves. The first.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like even now, like going into Shadowbringers, it's a lot of questions and not a lot of answers.
Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark.
I don't know if he's talking about their world or a different world.
Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
I still feel like even, you know, in like Stormblood, you know, post Stormblood into Shadowbringers, I feel like Ariange knows more than he's telling everybody. Because I feel like when he does talk and he does share his knowledge, he's like, it seems like he's done so much like research that he just hasn't like told anybody. I don't know if he's like intentionally hiding it. I don't think it's like nefarious, of course. It always seems like he knows more than he really tells us. But maybe it's just kind of more like at this point with all the stuff he was doing behind the scenes with the Ascians.
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, your kindness, your compassion.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin's side.
Okay.
What?
I'm trying to think of anything else in this cutscene. I feel like there was one
Dark
more.
recesses of the world hide untold
Oh, this is where they give
secrets
me
and dangers.
tough samadhi.
Thus do I entrust to you.
Maybe it was a cutscene like after this, but I thought there was another part of this where like Minfilia and Heidelin kind of tell us of the calamities and kind of more information about Zodiark and
The power of our crystals is all but
the
simple.
Ascians. I don't know if it was before this cutscene or Maybe it's after? It looks like this is just kind of talking to the warriors of darkness. I think there's another cutscene I'm trying to think of. And maybe it was just me there and not everybody else.
Hear me, servants of Up. Take us with you. Take us home.
Okay, so they're going back to their world. And I'm assuming Highland's going with them to help them. I wonder if we'll see the Warrior of Darkness again. I wonder if we'll see this group again.
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this. As one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them.
I like that. I feel like that's a good point going into Shadowbringers. That, you know, light, dark, it matters more like how you use them as opposed to maybe what they represent or what I think they represent.
So please, forge a different path.
It is a strange feeling. Someday.
Yeah, I think there's still another cutscene that I want to go and watch. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't that one. I think if I'd go to the next cutscene, it'll be back in, yeah, back here. Okay, so we talked to Eden Papalimo. Okay, so this is where like Alphino tells everybody about like the new structure now that Minfilia's gone. I wonder if I can maybe look back at one of the videos that I had. Sorry if I'm like wasting time. I know it's like I want to get to Shadowbringers, of course, but I also like really want to find this cutscene again and rewatch it, so it's kind of bugging me. But I can't remember like when it happened. I think it was like towards the end. This is Cartano. There's Carl and Yashtola. Oh yeah, Lisa, Starling Secret. Let's see. Sorry, give me 1 second. I gotta look to the. I think I found the video where the cutscene happens. I just gotta remember like when it happened. Okay, I think I found it. So it's after we do okay, so I found the thing. I just gotta see if I can maybe... I guess I can always like watch myself watch it, but I don't know if I want to do that. You know what? Screw it, we'll do that. We'll watch myself watch it. And maybe I'll just like mute it because I don't want to hear myself talk. Okay, so was yeah, this cutscene was after we did the like this dungeon. Wait, was it directly afterwards? Yeah, I wonder where I can find this though. Was it like the end of the dungeon? Duty, instance raids, trials. Oh, Roman War duties. Heaven's Ward. Which is the one where we fought? Was it the library? No, wasn't it that like upside down? Does that like crazy looking city? Yeah, the anti-tower. Okay, I think this might be it actually. Yes, okay, I think this is it. Or no, this might be just like the death animation. Because I think it was like after we left this dungeon when the cutscene plays. Yeah, this is just this part. Okay. And I have no idea when this sequence is to find it. So I'll watch myself. We'll just watch this. Here you'll think. And this works too, because I could like pause it. Oh, I like that's right, my old outfit. I forgot. Oh, don't need that. See, time and space hast thou journeyed unto me as I knew you wouldst. So I can't remember if this is, I'm assuming this is maybe, I don't know if this is before or after we talked to Minfilia with Hydaelyn. I think this is before, maybe? We are the word of the mother. Yeah, we who were once called Minfilia. This must be before. She's not wearing any shoes. Oh god. Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother Hydaelyn guided me toward Justol and Thancred that I might be swept up in her flow and delivered onto the ethereal sea. There adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. I love that saying, by the way. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save. I love that saying. It's so good. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more, hear, feel, think. Before there was light, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. Okay, interesting. The light and dark was once dwells one. But the darkness coveted power and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him. I'm assuming Zodiark? Onto the distant heavens to forever remain apart. A moon bounds. Also, I'm like, you know, I'm getting in my head. Now I'm overthinking it. Like, how reliable is Hydaelyn as like a narrator and not like her telling her this? Like, is there any biases or alternative motives? I shouldn't think too far like that. In Sun and the Star did we cry out the barriers to explain's chance to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided. Across 10 and 3. Like on a clock? Reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiark longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor not cease. Oh, 10, it's just a math problem. Just adding 10 and 13, or 10 and 13. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. And thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks the rejoining. Okay, so Zodiark longs to be made whole. Something to recrowd the barriers to explain. So was Zodiark split? Reflection of the source, each possess a shard. So do each of like the worlds possess a shard of Zodiark then? And then Zodiark wants to be remained whole. They seek to tear down barriers which surround the source. For each marks, so they want to rejoin like all the worlds together to like reform Zodiark? 7 times have they succeeded, 7 times have the darkness grown stronger. Yeah, see, this is where I was saying like Hydaelyn has failed. 7 times have I failed. So I'm assuming 7 of the 13 worlds have been destroyed, which makes sense because hasn't there been 7 calamities? And didn't they say that like when we were talking to I always forget his name, like Varys or Varys, the Emperor, that every time there's a calamity in our world, like another distant world is destroyed. So it sounds like 7 of the 13 worlds have been destroyed. There's been 7 calamities. And now like Zodiark is kind of like, you know, growing stronger and gaining more parts of itself. But this makes you think like, so is it 7 times that Hydaelyn has failed to like maintain balance? Because I guess I'd be saying that like when a calamity happens, it's because things are like unbalanced. It sounds like, yeah, 7 times I've failed. So that just like failed to stop the Ascians? Or failed like to stop the calamities? The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. Yes, like this makes me think that Hydaelyn is like growing weaker. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Or it could just be like the crystal's power is spent in this moment, maybe. Once the children go forth and seek. Seek what, though? Let's see, was there anything after this? You had another vision. Let's see if they say anything afterwards. We learn anything? I'll probably tell them what happened. The word of the mother, I am not sure I understand. No, my cryo. No one is more sensitive to the will of Heidelin than Ophelia. Yeah, see, like, and if Heidelin has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form. Yes, like, this gives me the impression that Heidelin, Heidelin is failing to stop the Ascians, failing to kind of maybe maintain balance or, do whatever. She failed, the last 7 times, and she's growing weak because of it. And that's why she's using Minfilia as like her voice. Okay, now they're just kind of saying like Minfilia's sacrifice and all that good stuff. Yeah, so if the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect our god, then we must needs to be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Okay, we could stop there with that one. Yeah, I think that was good to like rewatch that. Just kind of get a better understanding of like Heidelin's current situation, kind of reiterate what at least we think the Ascians want, and then kind of what Heidelin's doing with the Warrior of Darkness and their world. So it sounds like maybe the Warrior of Darkness's world hasn't like fully been destroyed yet, but it's kind of on that, like on the verge of being destroyed, and then Heidelin's gonna go and try and save it. But yeah, that was very helpful. I've been wanting, like I said, to rewatch those cutscenes. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff in them to kind of think about and recraft with, so that was very helpful. Okay, but now let's no longer put it off. I think it is time to go talk to Tataru and get Shadowbringers started. I think it is. It's been long enough. Let's go get it done. Okay, I'm nervous. Stalling like a pro Final... Do Final Fantasy XIV streamers like to stall? Is that like a common trend? Okay. Shadowbringers Orchestrion roll. White Oak Weapon Coffer. So can ad revenue? Oh. Well, I guess like most streamers do that. But yeah, I get that. Just like try to draw things out. Well, I feel like that was a very like constructive yap. I'm not just like, saying a bunch of like nonsense for a little bit to kill time. I feel like I was trying to, trying to learn stuff. Trying to like remember things. Apparently our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down to the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the ironworks and the Suns, not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Sounds like tedious work, but not as tedious as waiting around, I suppose. Then we better go and give them a hand. Yeah, I like that. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner we can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Okay, I'm liking that little like quest jingle. That was fun. Wait, so there's a boat to ferry us somewhere? Oh, I guess Psycho's Tower is not like close by any means. Okay, let's do it. The Psycho's Trench? When was that? Was that a Realm Reborn dungeon? Huh. Is there no like search bar? I feel like there should be a search bar, right? Oh, I just totally flew past it. Yeah, what dungeon was this? Oh, Keeper of the Lake, huh. Oh, the Psycho's Trench is the name of the quest. I'm dumb. I'm totally dumb. Oh, like, well, I don't know, I'm saying for this person, like the quest giver. But like, what's next? I honestly have no idea. I have no idea what this mysterious stranger like wants. I mean, I'm assuming like best guess is we're gonna open up the Crystal Tower and like use it. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I'm really thinking. That kind of seems like more the obvious thing. But I wonder like throw open the gates as maybe throw open the gates of the Crystal Tower. And that's kind of what the like mysterious figure is telling us. Which I think might be Grahatia, is the one who's been giving us like visions and speaking to us through our minds. Heading to the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Yes. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's Ori Boulder. Blanco, the search continues, but I have no doubt we shall find this beacon of yours. Yeah, I don't know what, like, the beacon is. The Archons need our help. Next to that, even matters of the heart don't seem to matter. I've dedicated no slavering beasts in the vicinity. Oh, I've detected no slavering beasts in the vicinity. My sister expected. The Ironworks is out on force. Master Garland's orders. The towering edifice is the outer wall of the Crystal Tower's foundation. The labyrinth of the ancients, to be precise. The air here weighs heavily upon me. 'Tis little wonder, I suppose, when standing in the shadow of such an imposing structure.
Look how many people there are. Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Oh, I love these two.
Biggs, Wedge!
Tataro's voice actor like always makes me smile. Does a great job.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Do we?
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Is this the first time I've heard Biggs and Wedge talk? Have they been voice acted before? I don't know. For some reason, their voices sound like new.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Well, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you. Your spirited applause always comes in welcome.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Is that Minfilium?
Your time has not yet come.
Yeah. Is she absorbing the light on that other world, maybe?
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Is this the man who we talked about at the very, very, very beginning of the game? Like the first cutscene when you're in the cart? Yeah, but it's bright as day. Wait, are we in a world that's like has too much light, maybe?
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then. Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire, its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew, between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt, the one true struggle.
Oh, we're in this new world. Oh my god, okay. This is like a whole new zone. Alright. Interesting. I probably shouldn't look out too much because I feel like I'm spoiling it myself. Yeah, like... we're not in Eorzea anymore. Crazy. Okay. So we're in Lakeland right now. Yeah, stop snooping? Okay. So we need to go this way. Yeah, what? What? What is happening? It's super pretty though. So originally I thought like maybe we were back in time, but this looks like a whole other world maybe. But it still has like a crystal tower?
Halt.
That would be good.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
Eorzea? Gridania, the sword. I mean, what do I even say? None of these really matter. I don't know. Gridania. He's not gonna know what that is.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
I don't think I know what the source is, no.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose
should?
concealment, and I will not suffer you to pass.
Okay, well they didn't mention the source in any of those things that I studied. Or at least, I think maybe they did in the second cutscene that I watched.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Oh no, you can't tell me.
Everything all right, Captain?
What?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium.
Oh, okay.
If you've no objections.
So he knows who I am, okay.
Another
Well, I guess,
your mysterious
yeah.
friends, is it?
I guess he knows who I am. He's the one who's been talking to me.
Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private. Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Okay, so we're on like a different world.
Wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused? Oh, I kind of want to scold him. I kind of want to like, oh, no, I'm gonna say all the other sounds here. That's like what's on my mind.
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
So yeah, I guess like the sounds falling asleep is him summoning them to this realm.
Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death.
This is really neat. I love like all the little decorations and
No
set pieces.
hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
The Crystarium. Wow, I was not expecting this expansion to take place in a whole other world. That's pretty wild. Okay, well I guess this is probably one of like the main city hubs. Okay, we're gonna go explore. I just want to go explore. Let's go check it out. You can grab all the ether crystals. Trivium. Oh, okay, we might need to... Okay, maybe we just get a little too far ahead. Let's go back and do some more quests. Getting a little too excited. And here we are. Well, welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. I did get... I'm assuming this weapon coffer won't work for Sage just because Sage wasn't a part of the game yet. Oh no, it did actually. Oh, crazy, okay. They're alright looking. Oops. Yeah, they're alright. I don't like the smaller, like, Sage weapons. Not my favorite. We'll hold on to it though. Now, a full and frank discussion, the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were we first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something in this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are all only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete the attunement before venturing any further. After you've done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive at the crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as the spokeswoman Catullus, one of the people I would like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along down until you come to the large doors on the end of the path. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Braggy, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city, and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear. Sure. Very good, I concede. The layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessities than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of the other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, they will ask you whence you hail, as they inevitably will. I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about prying too deeply into that particular mystery. When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me at the large courtyard in the center of town. Until then... So it sounds like he's been summoning the Scions to his world to... like help his world, and in so doing he says, you know, help our world and that'll help the source, and maybe, you know, by some degree like help, you know, Eorzea and like my home world. Oh, there we go. Nice. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of ether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable, and should allow teleportation to Aetherites in the source. Okay. So basically saying I can teleport back to Eorzea, which I'm assuming is like what they mean by that. So can I claim these other Aetherites now? This is so pretty. I love the city. Feels very like etheric, which I really like. I also love these like dragon bird things. They're really cool too. Oh, it's the nuts board. Oh, cool. I've always wanted to see one of these. Like, oh, it's clan hunt. Board covered in. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, Sinner, but my services are reserved for members of the clan Nutsy. For the quest Nuts 2, you must have met the following requirements. Okay. It's like more later in the game stuff, looks like. Can't go that way. I wonder if maybe I'm locked behind. Ooh, I don't want to jump. I don't want to fall in there just yet. Let's go around this way. It's a pretty big city, it looks like. I love the architecture, like that kind of blue and gold with the crystals and like gold look is really nice. I also totally forgot his instructions of where to go, so we're just gonna kind of wander around for a little bit and see what I can find. I kind of want to like get lost anyways and just explore. Merchant and Mender. Repair gear. What? Everybody calls me a sinner. What ho, sinner? If you mind to take a levy or two, talk to Ericur here. He'll brief you on what's available. Script exchange. Man, like all the detail in the city is really well made. These little like garden areas. It doesn't feel as empty as like Ishgard or like kind of the older cities, for example. It feels very detailed. Where's the recording though? Wait. Looks like Allegan technology. Huh. Oh, can I not get in here? Oh. We'll go talk to Callus first. Oops. These like little armor sets are really cool too. I like that one with the cape. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too. Thanks to us in the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources, and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Elmoran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence. Pulled the entire thing out of thin air. Interesting, okay. That wasn't just like naturally here. And it wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. So he brought the Crystal Tower here. And that's how the Crystarium began, at the Exarch's invitation. Buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into a thriving metropolis you see today. The city has stood here for decades now, yet the oldest among us swears the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wishes for privacy. Oh, thank you so much, Mothman. I really appreciate that. That's so nice of you to come in and say hi. I hope you're having a lovely day, and thank you so much. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you must be hiding. If you thought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Just ask for Catalyst, and I'll find you a niche here in the Crystalline Mean. You can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Your exchange with Callus has taught you about life in the Crystarium. Nice. Yeah, what a just really cool city. Thoroughly impressed by this. So well like crafted and detailed. But yeah, it's interesting that the Exarch like brought the tower here. Just very curious about that. It sounds like he wasn't native to this land, but maybe he came here from somewhere else. I still think he might be like Grahatia, but I feel like if he was, he would have revealed himself, though, already. Like, he wouldn't hide it. But maybe Grahatia, like, found a way to harness the power of the tower and, like, use it to, I don't know, like, do crazy stuff? I have no idea. Rotunda. I feel like a lot of the city's kind of blocked off, actually. Which I don't mind. Like, I don't mind if they make a bigger city but then block off, like, some parts of it. I'd rather them do that than make a really small city that just kind of feels like way too small, but you can go through all of it, you know? I'd rather they kind of give like the illusion that like this is a massive and bustling city, even if it means I can't explore all of it. Those like little, I want to go back over here real quick. These like weird contraptions that I saw, are pretty crazy looking. Okay, does he say anything if I just go talk to him real quick? The Tumen worked as hoped, I trust. Any trouble finding my 3 colleagues? Remember, starting from Etheride, go up the steps and go to the north to find the Crystalline Mean, where Callus awaits. Or forego the steps and take the northern passage to reach the Cabinet of Curiosity and Morin. Exiting the South Etherite Plaza, meanwhile, will bring you to the markets, overseen by Braki. The order in which you visit them is entirely up to you, of course. So he just kind of like reiterates those instructions. Let's go with this one. Oh, did I grab this crystal? I did, right? Why am I forgetting? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, this is really pretty in here. The quadrivium. There's like boxes and little notes everywhere. The details are so good. Gemstone trader. Move along, lad. Nothing to see here. I wonder if I can't really use the vendors yet. Oh no, I can use them. Yeah. Market boards right here, looks like. Oh, not open. Retainer of okay. New to the city, friend. A spinning head and wide eyes give you away. Welcome. My name is Brocky. I'm the master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too floored by half. In any case, our merchants stock a wide range of equipment, so we should have something in your size. Forgive me by asking, but you are a dwarf, yes? We don't get many of your lot coming down from the mountains these days. Actually, I'm a Lalafell. Do they not have Lalafells here? Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Yeah, I haven't seen a single Lalafell yet. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See the two in front of us? The shorter one is Hume, and the taller one is Elf. Oh, is an elf. That sturdy individual over there is Galtrant, whilst the one in the horns is a Tron. Like an Amalja, isn't that what they're called? And then you have the large scaly chaps with long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zune. Which is apparently not what you call them. Do the dwarves have different names for all the people of the world? Or did you pick up the common tongue in some other far-flung region? The same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. I wonder if the others are maybe the other Scions? But in recent years, though, but maybe like time moves differently here? But not to worry. Should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. In exchange, Bragas taught you about the people of this, or first. Okay. And then all the vendors are like up here, it looks like. Apothecary. Culinarian. It's like little food. Sausage links. Tool supplies. What else we got? It's like a cool little market area. I like the multiple levels it has to it. Jeweler, armorer. It's a big apron. Oh my god. Definitely not for a Lalafell. Disciples of war gear. Oh, it's like each. Oh, look at all this. I like that. Let's see. Is it different like each level? I feel like this might be a little spoiler. Oh, this looks like what I currently have, actually. Wait, this is like the same thing. Yeah, just different color. I'm gonna look through it all. I don't care if it's spoilers. This is neat. I'm gonna look through it all. So it's like every 2 levels they have like a gear set. Oh, I like this. That's good. I like kind of the fur like shoulder pad. Ooh, this is really good. I like this a lot, actually. That's good as well. Wait, is there like a fake beard thing as part of the armor? That's so silly. Yeah, here's all the dwarves. Are we gonna meet dwarves? Watch them just be Lalafels. Just be like dwarvish Lalafels. Yeah, those are all kind of like whatever. Not too keen on most of this. I haven't seen anything like too crazy that I really like. What about Disciples of Magic? And don't really like that much. That's kind of generic. I like the bag on this one, like the little vials. This one has like these little, like I don't really know what to call that. But those are neat. I like the sword too. I like the eye patch. And like the metal jaw that I have. That's silly. Was that 74? Yeah. That's interesting. Oh, wait, I love this. What the heck? Oh, Dwarven Cotton. That's so feeling. Oh, I love that. I love that hat and like the beard combo. That's so silly. That's pretty good. It's kind of similar to what I'm currently wearing with the kind of like collar thing. This is kind of more like mage-like, I'd say. What does the full set look like? Yeah, it's neat. I really like that, actually. It's a little bit more detailed than my current outfit. Kind of some more stuff going on. It feels like a sage outfit. I kind of get like good sage vibes from it. I think this green color was a little better. Yeah, I really like this actually. Neat. This is all 80s stuff, right? Yeah. Okay, what else we got? Arms mender. I'm assuming they won't have sage weapons, right? Oh no, they do. But I thought sage wasn't added until Endwalker. That's a neat cane. I like that. Or Conjurer's Arm. Ooh, those are interesting. Ooh, I like those. I like how they like that crystal. Very like Crystal Tower-esque. Those are really pretty. They also remind me of like lightsabers in a way. There's like, here's the hilt and here's the like blue lightsaber blade. Those are kind of neat. Ooh, that's a good staff too. With the crystals. I like that. Was that 67? No, these are no. That's interesting. Look at the little needles. That's cool. Ooh, those are interesting. I've never seen like a shape like that before. That's neat. I still like mine the best because I like how these bottom ones have like the rings around them. I think those are really cool. It's kind of like some more effects going on for them. Material supplier, merchant. Was there anything else over here that I maybe might have missed? Just like armor. There was like these. Oh, this is tradecraft and fieldcraft. Okay. There was just like general merchant over here. Just all greens. Oh, just like all the normal stuff. Okay. And then I didn't go up this way. I see. Well, there's the market boards. I guess this might be like an inn room over here. We're trying to go check out. And then pendant this way. I don't know how to get to this though. Okay, so this is the wandering stairs. Oh, it's like some sort of like tavern or inn. Oh, this is crazy. It's very different from the rest of the area. Like all kind of red bricks. And just be like apartments, like everybody's housing. It says there's a bed though. I don't know how to get to it. Might not have it like unlocked yet. Yeah, I'm assuming somebody's like stand at that counter probably. Don't see anybody there though. Yeah. They'll probably show up in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick break. Go stretch, get some more water. So give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue on exploring. I think we should talk to one more person, looks like. Yeah, Morin. And I believe he's on the other side of the city. Yeah, he's all over here. Okay. Where am I going? I'm just like wandering around to a wall. I think I need to go like back to the center area and then go like underneath that staircase. Yeah, I'm like kind of getting it, but there's like multiple floors and the staircases are kind of in weird positions, so we'll see how long we'll see how long I can make it before I start to get like crazy lost. It is a little confusing. Like there isn't really like a linear layout to everything. It's very just kind of all over the place. Is this the Hortorium? Interesting. There's a lot of Toriums here. The Cabinet of Curiosity, I love that. Do I need to keep on going up, or is he... Yep, right there, perfect. Hello. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well... What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpling scroll even? A scrap of scribbled on parchment? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as my profession. Librarian Morin at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manners of tomes, documents, and other vehicles of the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I'll have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Oh my god. Is that because I'm a Lalafell and I look like a child? Is that why? Just a moment, I'll fetch it for you. I mean, honestly, like, I could use a children's book. Tell me some lore. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair, make yourself more comfortable? On with the lesson then. A 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light. Ugh, yikes. Ooh, big yikes. Oof. Yeah, Warriors of Light, those guys are terrible. Who would ever want to be one of those? Yeah, they suck. Villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of his tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as it from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this calamity the flood of light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. That's Minfilia. Wait. So is this the Warrior of Darkness's world then? If it's engulfed in light, I guess that tracks with what happened to the Warrior of Darkness. But didn't the Warrior of Light say that he was originally the Warrior of Didn't the Warrior of Darkness say that he was originally the Warrior of Light? He did everything that he was told to do, and still, like, bad stuff happened. Okay, I'm just gonna read. I'm just gonna read. Sorry, I really like to theory craft and, like, think, and I just gotta read them. Yeah, this is where the Warrior of Darkness is from. Right. That makes sense. I can connect the dots for that. And then, yeah, so this is Minfilia Hydaelyn. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us and approached doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Noverant, and Noverant alone spared the fate of erasure. I'm assuming this, like, region that I'm in is Noverant. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. The blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspects to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Northern sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I'd be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Yeah, what else can you tell me? The contents of a book may be immutable, yet depending upon one's perspective, the lesson one learns may be different indeed. In other words, I am very much in favor of revisiting a story one has already read. Oh, it's the same story, okay. I wonder if he'll give me, like, more stories throughout the game. I'd imagine so. I always love the trope. I'm not sure if there's, like, a word for it or, like, a particular, like, characteristic, but I always love the trope where, like, the beings of light, like kind of the angelic beings are kind of like evil in a way. I don't really know, like, what that trope's kind of referred to, but we're kind of like, the angels are like kind of arbiters of, like, punishment, as opposed to being, like, you know, these nice friendly beings that help everybody. Whoops. I mean to cast that. My bad. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting that, I don't know, I'm just kind of excited to see, you know, these sin eaters and these kind of angelic beings being evil in a way. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form a clear picture of this world and its people? Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, how Exarch summoned the Crystal Tower. Warrior Light caused the flood. Ooh, yikes. An account of how races of the source were known by different names in the first. Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was nothing of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is, in fact, the selfsame one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. So is the source like my world then? Or is the source like a mixture of all the worlds, like a center point? It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Okay, let's check out this armor that I got. Oh, I think this is one of like the things I could buy. Nah. I thought it was gonna be like a full, like, new cool set. Yeah, it's all just like level 70 gear. You've done as I requested, and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfill my half of the bargain, and explain what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guards know to admit you. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I imagine it's hard to like know how much I know, you know, to like answer things that kind of like restricts certain knowledge. So yeah, perfect. I was gonna say, like, unless you're super like you are super sure, then just, yeah, don't say anything and let me kind of like theory craft and come up with my own conclusions. Yeah, no, I trust everything will get answered eventually. I trust that. Yeah, I definitely want to mention Grahatia 1000%, because he's been on my mind for such a long time now. Oh no, I am not familiar with that name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale. But I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when I passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it best that we focus on the present. Interesting. I guess he did say that he took the tower from like another time, and he wasn't really sure what time he took it from, so if he's not related to Grahatia in any way, then yeah, maybe he just like took it from a time when Grahatia wasn't there. And maybe it was like abandoned or empty or something. But he knows so much though that, like, I don't know, I still feel like there's some sort of connection between him and Grahatia. Who knows though, I could be off.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions.
Yes, please.
To put it simply, they are here in the first.
Okay.
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
So I imagine time flows here faster than...
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Oh, interesting. So it could be reversed. Like an hour here could be a year back.
Period of near equivalence. And thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Okay, so we're in near equivalence, okay.
As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters.
3 winters?
While Thancred's count stands at 5.
5? He's been here for 5 years?
Rivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the
Oh my god, that's insane. How much are they gonna have been changed?
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are in truth merely spirits that one can see and
Okay,
touch.
so spirits.
Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
I like how he grabbed nearly every single scion except for me until the very end. Then find a way to send them back. Yeah, what have they been... I mean, this feels kind of aggressive to say. It's what I kind of feel, but I want to, like, be nice. Yeah, what have they been doing all this time? I'm assuming just, like, helping the world, right? Doing scion stuff.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die. And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and...
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think this guy is genuine. Like, I have no reason to distrust him. It kind of sucks that he, like, trapped all my friends in his world, but... for want of a better choice, for the moment, yeah, but I'll see you keep that promise. I like that. It's kind of like, yeah, I trust you, but also, like, you gotta, like, you know, help me.
You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just been available at the Pendants, which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path will take us past the markets. I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal.
Makes sense. Okay.
As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
I like how there's an explanation, like, hey, the currency here matches. Here's the reason why.
So too did our usage of gil become common practice.
That's fun.
From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Those are, aren't those like Allegan tombstones or whatever they're called? Or though that's a phone. That's an iPhone.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world. A Van Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here.
Oh my god, what?
Amusements do you have for me today?
What is this?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift? How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and
Make a
the
pact?
fun can begin.
I feel like when somebody says make a pact with me, it's usually not a good
Answer me this,
thing.
traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Oh, I hope so. I hope everything came with me.
Just as I thought. Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Sne Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand. is done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap a message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
I gotta send it to Taru, right? I mean, yeah, I feel like send it to Taru. I do love Kryl. She's my favorite, but I feel like Tataru is a more important person to tell right now. She's the one that also saw me, like, you know,
As you
go
heard,
unconscious.
That was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
As a result of your pact with Feu, you now have access to delivery moogles, market boards, and summoning bells while in the first. Ah, okay. So I can go use the market board now. Sweet. Oh, I guess I need to go down here. Yeah. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, so make use of it as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Try rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene at the Ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Blanco. We've denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. A pleasure to meet you, sir. Welcome to your new home in the Pendants. Your room is ready, if you'd care to retire. Yes. Oh, this is really nice. Very like cottage feeling. Really enjoying. You? It's a Warrior of Darkness.
I know you. You're the Warrior of Light from the Source.
He was taken back to this world, right? With Minfilia? And who are you? No, the Warrior of Darkness. Can't forget that.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Of course I can.
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert.
Ardbert.
I used an alias in the Source. A daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the
Okay. Yes. Unknowingly, I feel like.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians.
Oh, interesting.
Let them guide us to the Source. and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor.
Okay, so they were warriors of light, but they weren't listening to Hydaelyn. They were listening to the Ascians, who then told them what to do. Okay, interesting. I feel like they might have mentioned that in the previous cutscenes, but okay, so yeah, maybe like Hydaelyn wasn't speaking to them at all, or they listened to the Ascians. That explains why maybe they, you know, were pushed to kind of bring about a calamity like this.
I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
Oh, poor Ardbert.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
Hasn't it been like hundreds of years? Or a very long time?
100
yeah.
years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that? You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world
okay,
is beyond
dude.
saving, like those who tried to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Look at how big that bed is. Oh, I want to see more of the apartment room that I have. Wait, hold on. I wasn't done in there. Take me back. Take me back. Yeah, this is like very cozy vibes. I like the green and wood, looks really good together. There's like a little like cooking supplies, a little basket of bread. It's a lot of bread. Some and things, a giant sack of beans or something. I don't know what those are. What a lovely room. Whoops. What a lovely room. Comfy feather bed. I love like this little like cooking station, like kitchen thing. Okay, that's good. So I just want to look around a little bit. Let's go talk to Exarch.
How did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
Yeah, I should just tell him. I had a ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired.
Oh no, he's not gonna, I'm not gonna trust me. Or believe me.
Let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Meg. That is where you'll find Urianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Okay.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty. As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, I want to see Alphino so badly.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
Okay, sounds like Alphino tasks.
Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy.
Yeah.
And thus, she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our
Sounds like Alize stuff. He's more of a fighter. He didn't mention Thancred.
So, will it be Calicia or Armarang?
Wait, do I gotta
What
choose?
you choose to visit first? Simply inform me once you've made your decision.
Wait, what do I
and
choose
will see to it that
first?
you are provided
Does it
with a
matter?
suitable mount. But you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion.
A new
Is
companion.
presently engaged as a wandering hunter of sin eaters.
Who might that new companion be?
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Wait, so just kind of get a refresher. So we have Elmore, Starium, there's Lakeland. Ilmeg is where Thancred is. The Great Wood is where Yustola is. Areng is where Alize is, and then yeah, Alphinaud's over here. Yeah, so crazy. I never expected we were gonna go to a different world. That was so insane. I thought we were gonna like maybe travel deeper into Garlemald territory and or like Garlean territory, or maybe explore some of these locations, but man, not like a whole entire other world. Is crazy. I also love seeing like the flood of light around the whole region. I kind of want to go for Alphinaud first, just because I feel like I haven't talked to him in such a long time. I mean, does it really matter? Like, should I pick randomly? Should I pick Alize first? I figured it probably doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, I'm thinking like Alphinaud first. You will visit Alphinaud and Colusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you'll need a mount capable of making the journey. Here is a letter of introduction. Lend it to Genmai, the master of beasts at Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. When you see Alphinaud, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Yeah, I think like Alize is probably doing good on her own. Although I did kind of say that like I'd never leave Alize. Like I'd always be by her side. After Alphinaud got, you know, switched, but I like meeting Alphinaud is like more important right now. I just did this little side quest too that I might go check out real quick. Hold a moment, sinner. You're not from around here, are you? A fellow wandering soul, an eternal inhabitant of the road? I thought so. Irlath's in the name. An inspiration is to travel a whole world wide, or whole wide world. Though it's a fair bit smaller than it used to be, so as far as dreams go, it's a lot more realistic than you think. But dangers still lurk in every corner, not every bend. Even so, this sinner's got nerves of steel. He's a born explorer, Irlath. There's no land too distant or place too forbidden eye. But what is that I spy poking out of your pack? A log, if I'm not mistaken? Give it over if you would. Ah, I thought so. A record of fantastic vistas and unforgettable sights. We're kindred spirits, tomorrow of a feather. Excellent, excellent. 'Tis only right that I share with you such wondrous experiences as you have with me. A collection of amazing vistas I catalogue myself that I guarantee will rival the best you've ever seen. Novrand may be a shadow of its former glory, but there is still joy and excitement to be found if you know where to look, my friend. So I implore you, look, look, look. Follow in my footsteps, savor every moment of the journey, and then, when you feel you have discovered every secret this realm has to offer, start again. I promise you won't be disappointed. Sightseeing log expanded. Alright. Shadowbringers entries have been added to your sightseeing log. Excuse me. Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. Can I just like jump down? Yeah. Is it bad that I want to go see Alize first now? Just because, like, I guess we're like the last two, and we kind of had this whole thing where it's like, stay by my side, and now your face is unknown to me. What business have you in my rookery? But I think it might be better to meet Alize if I have Alphina with me. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide with an Amaro for passage to Colcia. I will pick you out a friendly whelp. An Amaro, you say? That's right. Mountains like my great friend over there is a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, more accustomed to chocobos, perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride the little elves. Seeing as you are plainly accustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zun worth a name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mountains. Oh, he's all the way over there. Okay. I gotta figure out how to get up that way. I guess there's a little staircase over here. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, this is back towards like the main plaza area. I think I need to maybe go up the stairs actually. Yeah. Oh, did I just walk through? Wait, hold on. That was really weird. I feel like I just like ran through this gate. Or I could just be seeing things. I don't know, it was a little funky. I could have sworn I just like ran through this whole thing. Huh. Could just be seeing things. Oh, did I come up here at all? Did I grab this? I don't think so. Oh no, I did. Okay. Yeah, that's right, because I went down these staircases. That's right. You want to fly to Amaro? Well, you want to fly in Amaro to Colcia? Well, I suppose that Master Genmai is going with you. Well, wait here, please. You can now travel to Colcia, speak with the aspiring Amaro tamer to fly to the island. You can now use your ether compass to assist with locating ether currents in new regions. The ether compass can be found... Yeah, we got this. We know the ether compass.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, Beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
It's a pretty crazy looking city. I'm assuming this is a city then where we saw like those fat, like Makote from the opening cinematic. We are arrived. This is Crackshell Beach on the eastern coast of Colusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sinia's attack are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Spy that city in the distance? That is Elmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was... Oh crap, I just skipped a lot of dialogue. Oops. For years, the Elmore elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of our settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with the Elmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties to the Exarch during the stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge the secrets that should make finding your friends a good deal easier. Listen closely. If you head south along the coast, you'll eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Ivor. Ivor keeps an eye on everything that's happening in Colusia, and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme. Or thyme? Thyme? Good lord. Thyme. That will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you're ready to return. Was it like hobgoblins? Look at these little guys. Oh, I love them. Well, they're kind of evil looking. Okay, maybe I don't love them. That's terrifying. Oh my god. They have like knives too. They're gonna like shank me in the night. Look so sinister. Creepy. Look at that like island out here too. Out there too. Oh, she got this ether crystal up here. Yeah, I haven't seen a single Lalafell yet. I wonder if the Lalafells are the dwarves that one guy mentioned, like up in the mountains. Or maybe there's just no Lalafells in this world. What do you got over here? I guess it's probably just all like level 70 stuff, yeah. What about any like items? No, it's all the same stuff. I feel like I need a new mount, because I love like the Rathalos, but like I don't like not flying with the Rathalos, you know, like I need a good mount for like traveling on foot. And I do like the Convoy of the Nine Tails, but it's a little too much, if that makes sense. Something a little more like low profile. I mean, I could just go with like a classic chocobo. It's always like a fun thing. I remember the Antelope Stag was a good one. I don't really know what I want. The Black Chocobo is nice as well. Maybe a good mount. I don't know. I mean, I could also just go with like a normal wolf, like one of these ones. Like, I just like a lot. I just like a more like low profile, easy to look at mount. You know, let's just go with Chocobo. It's been a long time since we just had like a Chocobo out, so let's just kind of enjoy some Chocobo fun stuff. I think it's very fitting. Bring a little bit of Eorzea to this world. The music is very good though for this like region. It's very, I don't know, kind of like whimsy, ethereal, if that makes sense. I like it. Okay, this must be the fisherman's shack over here. What you after? Fish, crab? Think I got an eel in a barrel somewhere. If you've a taste for 'em. Here's some thyme. Ooh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in a pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say as there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphino, eh? I know the one, our young champion of the downtrodden. Elmore's richer than all Norvant put together. It's a different story for them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for a still tide. That's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there and I'll see that Alphino joins you. Oh, Alphino, it's been so long since I've seen him. Yeah, I think it's good that we're seeing him, for sure. I mean, like, we literally haven't seen him since we fought Yotsuyu. It's been that long. There's a little vista up there, a little lookout point. I'll go snag that real quick. When questioned on the rather prosaic name of this coastline, the inhabitants of the nearby still glade simply point to the carpet of broken seashells. In earlier days, they said the beach was crowded with the comings and goings of local fishermen, but now it is mostly the boots of barbaric hobgoblins leaving tracks along the pebbled shores. Oops. Ooh, quite the tavern. Is this your first time in the tavern? It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having? Let's have some water. A fine choice. Water. It's a fine choice. And what will you be paying with? Well, now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like this? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Ah, there's a night. Wait, why don't I just not order anything? Am I being like scammed? Ah, here's the idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here as long as you like. Okay, so you found some way to like sucker me into doing some chores for you. Let's see how it is. I see how it is. Oh, that's like a little yawn emote. Got some like grapes over here. Ooh, looks tasty. Wait, so what was my like new AoE dot? Was it? Yeah, this one, right? Sweet. It's just like battle music is awesome. No response? Maybe you need to knock louder. No response. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing? Or asleep, maybe? You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Oh, okay, well nobody's here anymore. Yikes. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gate Town, outside Elmore. You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And here I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. I wonder if we're gonna have like new outfits, all the scions. Because it seems like they kind of showed up here naked, so. Is this Alphino?
And how is business today, Mistress
Alphino, look at him! Look at him! He looks so different.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Alpha, no. Stop blocking his face. Let me see my boy. Oh,
my friend.
Oh, I love him. You're a little teary-eyed.
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
Oh, Alpha, no. I'm so happy.
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since
Yeah,
the
like I
prisoner
said, yeah,
exchange in
not since
Doha.
Yotsuyu.
And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Yeah, me. I was worried about you.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell you about the war I fought. Oh, and all the things that... Yeah, Xenos and Varus. Or Varus? I always forget their names.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
I did, yeah, she's the one that I decided to send a message to. I'm glad it was Tataru.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
The gas.
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Always hungry for another adventure.
And so we take to the road once more.
Oh, Alphino. So good to see him. Okay. Well, I think I might call it there for today. It's a good stopping place and that'll be found Alphino. But I will be back tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV, and we'll waste no time and jump straight into the main story quest and continue on with this, because this is crazy. I'm like still trying to comprehend the fact that we're in a whole new world. It's crazy. I'm super excited to see like what these other zones look like and just everything. Super stoked for it. But yeah, I'm gonna stop there for today. Thanks so much for watching as always. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV. Bye everybody. Bye bye.